What if tonight, at midnight, the United States of America just ceased to exist? No Congress, no Pentagon, no President of the United States. Instead, 50 brand new countries are born in a single breath. The American flag is lowered, replaced by 50 different ones. Every border becomes international. Every law turns alien. Every neighbor is now a foreigner. A new world is born. But it's not united. It's fragmented, volatile, unstable. Would the world burn or begin again? Let's find out. It begins with a political crisis, a constitutional meltdown, maybe a civil standoff, maybe economic collapse, or something worse. A coordinated walkout by governors, a military breakdown, a Supreme Court ruling that tears the Constitution in half. Whatever the trigger, the federal government evaporates overnight. The United States of America is no longer one country, but 50 sovereign nations, each claiming full control over its land, laws, and people. No more one nation under God. Now it's every state for itself. Within hours, the highways turn into war zones of bureaucracy. Armed guards appear at the border between Illinois and Indiana. Visas are required to travel from Oregon to California. Trade trucks are stranded between Georgia and Florida. Caught between two new governments who don't even speak to each other. Airports, shut down. Federal flights, canceled. Air traffic control, gone. And suddenly, something even bigger happens. The US dollar dies. The global reserve currency, the bedrock of international trade, collapses, taking with it the economies of hundreds of countries who rely on it. Markets freeze, banks panic, the world holds its breath. The rise of new superstates. Some former states rise like phoenixes. California becomes an instant global player, controlling Hollywood, Silicon Valley, ports, wine, agriculture, and green energy. Within weeks, the Republic of California signs trade deals with Japan and the EU. Texas resurrects its independent legacy with oil, cattle, tech hubs, and a massive land army. It becomes a militarized energy empire rivaling Russia. New York turns into a financial fortress. Manhattan becomes the new Monaco. The Federal Republic of New York starts issuing bonds in global markets. These powerhouses form trade blocs, even military alliances. The United Northern States, the Gulf Coalition, Pacific Confederacy, but not everyone is so lucky. The fragmented forgotten, West Virginia, Mississippi, and Kentucky spiral into humanitarian crisis. No federal aid, no military protection, no stable economy. Landlocked states like Nebraska and Wyoming are stranded, dependent on foreign nations for fuel, imports, and food routes. Native American reservations, which were protected under federal treaties, suddenly become stateless and vulnerable. Without federal oversight, chaos spreads. Black markets rise, militias form, old rivalries resurface, even old Civil War lines are redrawn in the dirt. Who has the nukes? The U.S. nuclear arsenal, over 5,000 warheads, is now scattered across 13 states. Who claims them? Who commands them? Who stops them from being launched? A tense standoff emerges between states like Montana, North Dakota, and Georgia, each holding nuclear facilities. The U.S. military, once unified, fractures into state-controlled armies. Florida starts patrolling its coast like a mini Navy state. Alaska militarizes its borders, fearing Russian intrusion. California develops drone defense systems to guard its Silicon Valley. There is no central command, no accountability, just 50 armed nations within a single continent. The world after America. When America fractures, the planet shakes. China invades Taiwan. Russia accelerates its campaign in Eastern Europe. NATO is paralyzed. Half its funding vanished with America's collapse. U.S. military bases in Japan, Germany, and South Korea go dark. Allies like Canada, the UK, and Israel go into panic diplomacy mode. The world's most stable balance of power is gone. OPEC raises oil prices. North Korea launches provocations. The South China Sea becomes a war zone. America, once the watchdog of the world, is now a continent of barking neighbors with no leash. Could this actually happen? This isn't just a thought experiment. It's a possibility. The seeds already exist. Texas secession movement, Texit. California independence referendums. Alaska Independence Party. Political polarization deeper than any time since the Civil War. The U.S. Constitution holds the states together. But what happens when trust in it dies? History shows us. The Roman Empire collapsed from within. The Soviet Union split into 15 countries overnight. Could America be next? So what would your life look like if your state became a country tomorrow? Would you fight for unity or fly your new flag? If this episode made you think, imagine what's coming next. Subscribe to Ifology for more deep mind-bending what-if videos and comment below. Would your state survive or disappear?